Just try. If I find you, I will open up a lawsuit.
Good luck with that.
I don't have to. I'm just telling you. I'm informing you.
You're in public.
Why are you recording? Why are you recording with this here as well?
Well, that's for my protection in case somebody does something they shouldn't do. And
Stop taking my image. Stop taking a picture of it. Stop videoing.
do you walk around bossing
Stop
people?
videoing.
I'll admit the summer heat's finally getting to me now, we the people. It's no wonder why I'm choosing to wear a tank top once again. Even though I have worn a tank top many different times in other videos, but my point still stands. And I will say that all this talk about the summer heat building up has got me wondering. Is all this heat building up in America causing people to get more ornery, making them more likely to assault people exercising their rights? That's only just a theory on my end, but that's exactly what happens in this particular video, caught on camera by Freedom of the Press, a relatively brand new auditor in this community who I think is a little underrated. But before we show you what happens during the assault that happens later, and believe me, it's a lot more than just a guy getting physical with him, first let's take a look at all the different Karens and Darrens that had a problem with him and his friends recording whatever they can see from public at this post office. We sincerely hope you all enjoy, and let's roll the tape.
Let's just check out this BMW here. There's no handicapped placard there's no license plate on the front. There's no handicapped placard there. But you know, there could be a handicapped thing on the back. But you know what? Judging from the way this lady just gave me a dirty look, somehow I doubt it. And instead of parking right over there where there were some open spots, she probably just pulled in here because it was convenient. But let's see, when she pulls away, is there a handicapped license plate on the car? And no, there is not. We're just filming in public today.
It's a very simple question.
No, just I have specific reasons. I'm only giving you one.
So you're recording now?
Yes, sir.
But you didn't ask permission until you...
And you're
You didn't ask for permission. You should talk to me and give you interrupted video. Please.
we don't need permission to ask to talk with you. Cannot talk to
And you interrupted my video.
We'll turn it off then.
Okay. It's mine. Is that yours? I mean, if it was yours,
You're saying you can't turn it off.
why should I?
Yeah, but this is the bait, right? This is what you want.
No,
You
no,
want
exactly.
people- No, 100% it is.
Well, that's your perception.
Well,
what
you're
you-
wearing all these masks.
Well, yeah, the people have that bread. I don't have stuff.
Why do you be insulting? Like you're being very antagonistic right now. You are. You are. You just insulted a lady who didn't say anything to you.
Well, she interrupted my video just now.
No,
Well,
I
you said that you weren't recording
You
the video.
remember?
You said that you weren't recording
It
the
was
video.
you in time.
Yeah.
It wasn't her. So she interrupted you. So that was rude. She could have been.
He was asking the same thing, so I joined in to see.
You interrupt people when they're talking. You shouldn't interrupt them.
Do you know how rude you are?
You shouldn't interrupt people when they're talking.
Rude, obnoxious,
You were
and
rude
invading
to us.
people's privacy. We're trying to go about our
My
business,
attention was to him, not on you.
and here you are filming people when they don't want to.
But you interrupted another
I
person.
have the right to walk into the post office and mail
Then
something
we have the
without
right to
being.
talk over here too. Me and the guy.
But then your buddy's over here as well. Hello.
Hi there.
Why are you recording? Why are you recording with this here as well?
Well, that's for my protection in case somebody does something they shouldn't do. And this one's to
But
get
why,
from the
but why are
country.
you doing this? Like, you're intimidating a lady.
Well, him and I have different reasons for what we're doing.
Yeah. Can you not point the camera
No,
at me,
no, I
please?
can't. But if you're addressing me, then you're on
I
camera
asked
at all
you
times.
in the very beginning,
For my
why
protection.
Don't point the
are you
camera.
doing this
Yeah.
video?
Okay, well, that's actually considered assault.
No, I'm not doing anything that's assaulting.
And you're on camera anyway back there, so you know.
I'm not doing it. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
According to the Bain Act,
The Bain Act.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
is that
the
what
Bain
you're
Act.
testing right now?
What is the purpose of your video?
that
Okay. Well,
that's
this
actually
is
not allowed.
interesting.
So.
Bain Act. Okay.
If you want to know what I'm doing, I wouldn't mind telling you. But
I would love to know what you're doing.
okay, in this country, we have something called the First Amendment. Gives us the right to record in public. You're in public. I'm in
That's
public.
fine. Now,
As long as we're in public places,
that's fine.
then I can record,
What you want.
and I don't need permission. I don't need your permission to record in public because there's no expectation of privacy in public. That's it. That's my reasoning.
That's all. So you're testing that theory.
Just exercising my First Amendment right to record in public. Freedom of the press. Working on a story here at the post office. And, it's just amazing to me how
So you
people...
get permission by consent because of your First Amendment. So you can do whatever you want with this footage.
Yes, in public. In public. If we were somewhere private, let's just say like your apartment, then no, absolutely not. You would have to give me consent. If we were inside of a business, you would have to give me consent. But
So
this
is
is a
it-
public. No, this is public. It's public property.
Sorry, cheat the brother.
Does that help?
It helps. Good luck with your First Amendment.
Thank you.
Hi, please not film me, sir.
Hmm?
Please not film me.
Okay.
You're not listening.
No, I'm not.
Why?
Because we're in public,
So
and
you're
I don't
just-
like to be told what to do. In public.
That might be true, but if you use the footage, you're messing with my brain.
We're in public, and it's my First Amendment right to record in public.
It doesn't really matter if you're just recording and you do nothing with the footage, but if you put it on, then you are messing up the brain. So I'm sorry to break that to you, but really familiarize yourself with the rules before you start to just be obstinate.
You know, there's no expectation of privacy in public, correct?
It's not about privacy.
It is. You're asking for privacy while we're in public.
I'm going to say, go study before you start going out in public and being obstinate, because there are several different rules that you have to follow if you use this footage. That's it. That's just my
That's what you believe?
No, that's what I know.
Okay.
Just if I find you, I will open up a lawsuit.
Good luck with that.
I don't have to. I'm just telling you. I'm informing you.
You're in public.
It doesn't matter.
You have no expectation of privacy in
That's not what
public.
that means. That's not what that means.
That's exactly what that means. You're in public.
So, you're just waiting for an attorney. That's it.
What privacy do you think that you have while you're in a public place?
It's not about privacy.
It absolutely is.
Somebody used to use the footage. Look it up, there's a difference.
There's not.
I think my favorite moment with these Karens and Darrens was when that one lady in that pink car threatened these guys with a lawsuit. I mean, what good lawyer is going to take on that kind of lawsuit? Which is why I'm glad that one of the guys at the cameras said a perfect response to her threat, that being, good luck with that. Such a simple phrase, and yet nothing suits that situation better. But then we get to the part where a random bully decides to turn himself into a felon. Let's show you exactly what we mean by that, and how tyrannical he gets despite not having a badge and a gun.
What's your name? What's your name?
What do you need my name for?
Because my name is copywritten, my image is copywritten. I need your information so make sure I get paid.
You are in public, aren't you?
I don't give a damn. Let me get your information. Bro.
You're in public.
Let me get your
You have
information.
no expectation of privacy in public.
Either that or I'm gonna take your camera. One of the two.
You're not going to do that.
Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
Why would you? Let's start there. Why would you?
Either give me the film
It's not film.
or whatever. Card, whatever it is.
Why are you so hostile?
Because you have my image.
You are
against
in,
my right.
but
Bro,
you're in public.
bro, I don't give a damn if I'm in public or not.
It's the same way the paparazzi can take
No,
a
it's
picture
not.
of you outside of a restaurant
No,
or anywhere
you're gonna
else.
pay
You're
for
in
it.
public.
You're gonna pay for it.
Nobody has to pay in public. If we were in private, that might be a whole different story. You can set your own rules and such, but we're in public. So be nice.
No, stop taking my image. Stop taking a picture of it. Stop videoing.
Do you walk around bossing
Stop
people?
videoing.
Are you used to walking around in public
Man,
bossing?
Stop motherfucking videoing.
Okay,
Now
you know what? You know what?
down, Rick.
So this guy demanded freedom of the press to delete the footage, or he would take the camera, thus clearly and blatantly stating his purpose. Then he takes the camera and gets rightfully sauced in the face. You love to see it. Now, in all the chaos that ensued, freedom of the press hadn't noticed that this guy had picked up that camera and took it with him over to the gas station across the street to wash his face off and then get back in that Ford Exploder, as I like to call it, and then take off with the camera. In other words, that man committed theft, and way more than theft in fact. You see, freedom of the press and his friends decided to go to the police station in Los Angeles and file a report. And this is where the best part comes in, everybody. A warrant was issued against that man, thanks to the fact that freedom of the press got the license plate in the vehicle that he was driving, and 3 charges were placed on his head, 2 of which are felonies, by the way. Those charges were felony grand theft, felony vandalism, and a misdemeanor battery charge. Now, whether or not this man has been arrested just yet, I do not know for sure. These are felony charges after all, and this is a very serious situation that happened very recently. So it would be important for all of you to stay tuned for updates on this man's channel for when the charges go through. Links to the full original video on Freedom of the Press's channel will be placed down below in the description and the pinned comment. So make sure you go pay him a visit, get subscribed to him, and let him know that recognizing our rights said hello. Not only that, everybody, but in the event you encounter a tyrannical cop who wants to destroy your life or even take it, or is just plain ignorant of the law and your rights, you need an attorney at your side at all times, because Lord knows, most of the time they're not going to give a damn about what you say, no matter how factually correct it is. That is why you need Attorney Shield. This will allow you to have an attorney on speed dial, and it will also allow you to record your interactions with nobody being able to stop you. If that sounds like a wonderful tool to have at your disposal, make sure to check out the description, the pinned comment, or scan the QR code on screen right here so you can take a look at the plans for yourselves. And for whatever plan you choose, make sure to use our promo code of ROR1776. That way you can get your first purchase 10% off. With all that said and done, thank you once again for tuning in. Stay cool for the summer like I am right here, and never stop loving the Constitution.